Today on In the Crosshairs, Jory Knish is here with Ronnie P to talk about the absolute best bets for the NCAA tournament week. Then we take a look at the week's NBA matchups, and of course it can't be a Ron and Joey show without some NHL talk. So the guys hit the ice with their predictions. All of this and more coming up right now on In the Crosshairs.
Hey, yo, everybody, and welcome to In the Crosshairs, your definitive resource for all things sports betting. It's Line Sniper. It's your guy, Joey K. Another Boys Day episode. And who do I got here? My man I'm doubling up with here, the Philadelphia Godfather, Ronnie P. Baby. Ronnie, how are you?
Listen, all these people complain about the All-Star game. The All-Star game is free money, Knish. Bro, Team LeBron -4, over 308. Curry win 3-point shootout. I mean, they're trying to give you free money, and then people are complaining. Why? I hate the world, man.
The money is green, baby. It doesn't matter. Listen, we got a packed show coming up, Ronnie. Our girl, the Aruba, worldwide traveler, Ali Melendez, will be back later this week for the Thursday show. The big return of Ali Melendez. But for now, it's a boys' day, baby, and we're gonna mix it up a little bit, and we're starting off in the Ronnie P, the Aruba of Ronnie P right now, the Hardwood, the association. Great All-Star game. Made a little bit of money. Had some good props. I know you were big on the over. Let's talk NBA this week here with the return. We got a couple of got a little appetizer tomorrow before the big slate. Wiz, Grizz, Spurs, Mavs. What you got for me, NBA this week? The return of the association here.
You know what, man? I'm getting chills because I haven't watched a competitive NBA game in a week now. So I've been shaking and stuff. So I'm really ready to go tomorrow night. So let's talk about the Dallas Mavericks against San Antonio Spurs, which is going to be a great game, Knish. You got the 7 AFC teams going at it. The winner of this division is going to go to the playoffs. I mean, that's just probably how it's going to be. It's only going to be one team for this division. All right. So 6 points is a lot of points, man, for a division game. That's a huge amount. However, the Spurs are without Rudy Gay and Derek White. I believe Gay is banged up a little bit too. I'm not really sure. So Rudy Gay and Derek White, solid bench players, 22, 25 minutes per game. They're averaging about 11, 12 points a game. You're missing that. And I'll tell you what, man, the Dallas Mavericks have underperformed so far this season. I actually stopped betting on them because they lost me a lot of money. I will admit that. So I stopped with them. But I will say this. They are finally healthy for the first time this season. And their last 10 games, they have gone 8-2, 3-game win streak. They are a different team with the unicorn. So if you put a gun to my head, I would definitely take the Dallas Mavericks. However, I'm going to live bet this and get a number that I like. Because again, 6 points is a lot. The Spurs are one of the best teams on the road. So I think your best bet is a live bet at Knish, man. Get it at a better number. I think Dallas wins, but by 6. If San Antonio wasn't banged up, I would definitely take San Antonio. But the fact that they're banged up in COVID, I don't know, man. Am I crazy or what do you think, bro?
No, I don't hate it, Ron. Especially small slate, a little bit of a slow week here outside, sports radio. If you got the time to dig in and watch this, you can usually always get a decent number on the live if you got the time to watch it and you got the game, small slate. So, no, I don't mind that at all. I'm going with Westbrook, Bradley Beal, and the resurgent Wiz, baby. This team is coming on the back. You wrote them off early. You said Uncle K, the Wiz, they're done. Westbrook's done.
They are.
Beal's out.
They're done.
And guess what happened? Westbrook started, wearing a little bit extra swag. The knee's feeling better. We got Bradley Beal, top scorer in the NBA. Guy who, a lot of teams would love. He said, I'm not leaving Washington. I'm staying here. Bertan shooting the ball a little bit. They got a couple of young guys playing decent. I think this Wiz team's going to make the playoffs, and I think they beat Memphis tomorrow. Hey, you heard it here first. There's some prices out there props-wise here on the Wiz to make the playoffs. East, outside of, that first the cream of the crop, is thin, and this Wiz team, hey, they got one of the best players in the conference. Westbrook's been playing better. A couple of young guys I like. Starts tomorrow in Memphis, baby. And I like, Don't discount this Wiz team for making a little bit of a run. They're not going to go anywhere in the playoffs, but
you've granted AC. Okay,
they can sneak in.
Okay, all right. I remember you said this. We had the tape. George, you got the tape. We have the tape.
You keep the tape on there when that Wiz are giving, Brooklyn all they can handle. Listen, now that's the appetizer, right? That's, we had a little bit of, crab cakes or, the little bit of whatever the octopus is called that they fried up. But long story short, that's just the mini, little appetizer here with the 2-game slate. Then we come back with the big 11-game slate, the Ronnie P full slate, couple of premium games out there, a couple of, nice games to start off the second half. What you got for me? Give it to me. On Thursday, I think if you got 11 full games, a couple of big-time matchups, which one are you going to?
We do. So before we go to Thursday's games, I do love this player prop, and I got to give it to the people, man, because you guys got me on these player props, and I'm addicted to player props now. It's going to DeMar DeRozan averages like 20 points a game, so the over is probably going to be like 20, 22 for him. For his player prop, I would definitely take the over. This man has been disrespected. He averages 20 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds a game. Devin Booker had to bow out of the All-Star game because he's with Kendall Jenner. I don't blame him. Wouldn't you do it too, Knish? Smart man.
I mean,
they chose Mike, right? I mean, I don't blame him. Can't hate him on that. They took Mike Conley over
will ruin your life.
Yes, they will. Ask Lamar Odom that. Yes, they will.
In a good way, in a bad way, but yep.
But dude, I love Mike Conley, man. He's a great player, but should he have made the All-Star team, man? It seemed like more of a lifetime achievement award. You know what I mean? And he even DeMar even tweeted out gets to a point where you just got to laugh at the bull beep. So he's going over, man. Right or wrong. He's going.
I mean, I don't like you disrespecting Mike Conley, the consummate professional, bringing Utah back to the forefront.
I love Conley, dude. You're right. I love him, but I'm just saying that it was more of a lifetime achievement award. 16 points is an All-Star, bro. 5 is 4 assists. That's an All-Star. I love
Who's
Conley.
the best team in the league, Ronnie? Who's the best team in the league?
3 All-Stars? Come on. All right.
But they deserve it.
He's going to go out. I love him. He's going to, but I'm telling you, DeMar's going to go off tomorrow. I'm telling you. You heard it here first, folks. But what I love on Friday night, and we're going with the Utah Jazz against the Houston Rockets. I don't care if the line is.
You just disrespected the Jazz play. Now you're coming back to the Jazz. You just go, Mike Conley's the wash. You didn't deserve it. Now you're gonna come back to Mike Conley, beg him for forgiveness, and expect him to cover for you.
I'm just honest. I'm an honest man, bro. I'm honest. Look, the Jazz have been disrespected.
You stabbed the man in the back, and now you want him to pay you?
Listen, it's all about the money.
Show me that
money. Show me that money. Man, the Jazz just lost back-to-back games. I love Philly. You guys know I'm from Philly. I love Philly. Sixers in my squad, but they got hosed, man. The refs gave the Sixers that game. That was BS, man. And then the All-Star, you're going to pick Mitchell and Gobert last? I can see Gobert going last, but Donovan Mitchell picked last, and then LeBron gives that BS excuse. Yeah, well, growing up, nobody plays at the Utah Jazz, which is kind of true because, I mean, Knish, have you ever played as the Utah Jazz? I don't know if you're a gamer or not, but I played 2K. I played NBA Live. I'd never once played as Utah Jazz. Not one time in my life. Have you?
I mean, I try and disassociate myself from all things Utah in life, so no. But I get what LeBron's saying there. So yeah, I understand.
Yeah, it's the truth, man.
If I ever end up in Salt Lake City, my life has gone terribly wrong. So yeah, no, I hear what
You won't catch me in Salt Lake City. I'm smart. I value my life. No, sir. No, sir. And anyone who's watching from Utah, I'm sorry. Them's jokes. Them's is jokes. But no, dude, I don't care if the line is. Give me Utah. But for Thursday night, how can you not go with the return of Kevin Durant? Nets versus Boston. Here's the thing, Knish, man. The Boston Celtics are not the same team without Marcus Smart. They are not. And the line's probably going to be like 4 or 5, which I don't know, why these line makers give – why is the line always 4 or 5 points? So if it's going to be 4 or 5, bro, I'm going hard on the Nets, man. It seems like the Nets want to win this year. Remember that as last Saturday? It was just Harden playing against Dallas, and they were getting their asses kicked, and Harden was yelling at his teammates. That passion, that energy, they don't want to lose games. I think they're going for the division. I really think so. They want that 1 seed. So Boston's just not there yet, man. They're not listening to the coach. It ain't them, man. It's not them. It ain't their time. So Give me the Brooklyn Nets. Almost in New Jersey. It's hard not to say that. Give me the Nets, Knish. What do you think, man?
Listen, I'm with you on Brooklyn. We've seen the pretenders from Philly try and come out early in the season and think they have something, and Brooklyn was going to put them in their place here. So I'm excited for that series.
We were being so nice.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you on taking the Nets there. Listen, again, we're a little early here on Thursday for the lines, but premium game, Clips, Warriors here. Warriors team to look out for there in the second half. I don't know if they make a little bit of a move before the deadline. I like that. Basically they tanked the last game before the All-Star break with the Suns. Draymond sat out, Steph sat out.
I won on that. Thank you.
I know they just rubbed me the wrong way in a little bit. I can't put it exactly into what it is. I know the record's decent. I just do not believe in this Clippers team. I'm going to like the Warriors here, getting off a little bit of a break with Draymond, being able to put his feet up and get some rest under him. So I like the Warriors. There's something that's been wrong with the brew with this Clippers team. I wouldn't be surprised to see some offseason move if they can't get it done in the playoffs this year. But for me, a couple of premium matchups. You touched on it there with the Nets Celtics. We got Clippers Warriors. Couple other big games, but just excited for the NBA second half here. But in the near term,
absolutely, man.
In the near term, and I know those are great games, we've got the creme de la creme, as you would say, of college basketball here. We're leading up NCAA tournament week here. But after a year layoff, we're back with some March Madness. And we've got, we did the appetizer first segment. I'm going to use the same stupid bit. We got the appetizer here before the big tourney here with the conference tourneys. Who do you like? I mean, there's been a couple of insane upsets here in some of the early, we've had Elon. There have been some great Oral Roberts beating South Dakota State. So some early in some of the random conferences, some big upsets here. Give me a little bit what you like here as far as any of the major conference tournaments or who you're going with as far as the future you like, because we got a ton of games this week. And hey,
have a ton.
Find some of these dog prices out there. The dog's been barking here in the conference tourney so far.
They have been, man. They have been. So I'm going to the Big East because, that's where Nova's at, and that's where I really focus, and I do my due diligence, do my homework there. And I'm going to go with Creighton at 20-1 odds to win the tournament. Knish, let's be honest. It's a two-team tournament. It's a two-team conference with Nova and Creighton. And guess what, boys and girls? Nova's one of their best players is gone. Torn ACL. Colin Gillespie. Hope I said that name right. The kid is nice, man. And here's the thing, dude. The 3 losses they had before he went down, when he plays like crap, they lose. So they're losing one of their best players. And they are not the same with him out. There's no way they're going to do this. Now, Creighton is a team of juniors and seniors, which we talked about before. I love my seniors and juniors, man. I love it. McDermott, 11 years at Creighton. He's a decent coach. But we're talking guard play. My main man, Marcus Z. I can't say his name. I'm not even going to try to say his name. Zagorowski. Did I say that right? Zagorowski? Say that 10 times fast, Knish.
Zigga put some money in my pocket.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All Big East second team, first team All-American last year, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 44% from the field, 30% from three-point from downtown. He is the best guard in the conference. He might be the player of the year for the Big East. I got that on my team, and it's a guard. The tournament's all about having the best guards. Why not? At 20-1 odds? Dude, I'm all over this. I do worry about Seton Hall a little bit. Seton Hall is... I can see Seton Hall doing some noise too, man. But I love Creighton at 20-1. Why not, bro? What you got, man? What do you got?
Yeah, no, I hear you. I know, it'll be devastating when Seton Hall wins it. But listen, I'm going to ACC here. Georgia Tech. The Jackets, right on. There's some 10-1, some 750, out there. I like it down to 8-1, 750-1. That's okay for me. This isn't your dad's ACC. It's not your grandpa's ACC. It's not your older brother's ACC. The Dukes, the Carolinas, they're all there. And this Florida State team, frauds. Obviously, Virginia, the consummate right now, the consistent, but they're not a spectacular team by any stretch. Tech has been playing sneaky, some really good basketball here the last 4 to 6 weeks. I like that number a lot. They got a decent pathway to get there. And this isn't, this isn't the ACC where it can roll the ball out and you're going up against just a bunch of McDonald's All-Americans with the cream of the crop that are going to be able to beat you. Yeah, it's wide open this year. I like Georgia Tech at a bit of a longer. I could even see, if there's a big conference that's ripe for a long dog, it is this one here. I could even see some of the, some of the randoms making a run here. I like Georgia Tech, and I don't hate anybody for sprinkling a couple of the longer dogs as well, because this ACC has been wide open all year.
No, you're right. I agree, man. It's not the same when Duke, North Carolina aren't good, though, man. It's not the same. It's not the same.
No, it's not the same. But you know what? The money's all the same, baby. And I'm not going to let you off the hook. We got too many conference tourneys here to let you off with one. I know you like a little bit of a Big East guy, from Philly, yada, yada. Give me another one. Give me what else you got. I'm not going to let you off the hook with just one.
Oh, I thought you let me off the hook, man. Damn, all right.
Give me another conference tourney pick here from what...
I'm actually going to go with a game tonight from the ACC. You're not going to listen. You're just talking about, man. Wake Forest versus Notre Dame. I got it at Notre Dame -8. Not sure what the line is right now. Look, guys, Wake Forest is bad. Dude, they are really, really bad. They might be the worst team in college basketball. You know the last time they won, Knish? The last one they had was in January, dude. January. It is March right now, man. They are horrible at defending the threes. Probably the worst team in the league in defending threes. And guess what? Notre Dame is one of the best teams at hitting the threes. And when they're on, man, they're on. Now, people are talking about letdown spot. They just beat your fraud team, Florida State. Beat them by 10. It was senior night. Them boys came to play, man. That was great. That was a good game, man. However, I don't see them having a letdown in this spot. Wake Forest is just too bad of a team, man. In fact, they beat them by 20 at the house, man. I don't see any difference here. So I got it at 8. Yeah, why not, man? Like, give me Notre Dame, man. In fact, Notre Dame, they might make a run, man. I'm just saying, if they're on, you never know. You just said it right there, man. It's up for grabs, right?
They're sneaky. I don't hate it. The Catholics, they've been playing good ball there. That I don't mind that whatsoever. Like I say, ACC's wide open. I'm going to the people's country, Midwest Big Ten basketball. Now, I know, Ronnie, out on the East Coast where you are, they're not a lot of, they don't play a lot of defense, run up and down. They don't play. This is the man's tournament here in Big Ten conference play. And I hate to do it as a Michigan man, as a guy I hate to do it, but Ohio State plus 850, it's too high. It's too high. There's no Michigan just lost one of their best defenders in Eli Brooks. I'm not a believer. The Illinois price is just too high for me. I like the Illinois team, but hey, they're under, both Michigan and Illinois are both under 200 now, like plus 150, plus 175. Ohio State has gone toe-to-toe with both of those teams. They got a great coach. They got one of the best players, one of the best scorers, Dwayne Washington, in the conference. And I just think this number's too high. I think it should be more, 5-1, 6-1. Ohio State at 850. I think, obviously, the pathway there's a chance they have to play Michigan and Illinois. So the pathway could be difficult, which is why you're getting a little bit of a price. But, hey, if one of those teams bow out early or lose an early game, because this is a deep Big Ten. I mean, this is a Big Ten that's going, 8 to 10 teams deep with quality. So it wouldn't shock me to see Michigan or Illinois drop a game before the final or any of that. So I like Ohio State 850. I think they can contend with the best of them in the conference. They've shown it on the court, and that price is just too high for me. So I'm going to nab a little bit of the Buckeyes. And hey, if they can get to the final there at 850, you can trade that out a little bit of make a little bit of money. Even if you can edge it off and get that to root for Ohio State. So. Ron, this is the segment that, when the show started, people didn't expect that, it would be Don Cherry and whoever, I think he got fired, but whoever he used to do the hockey show with. It's hockey night in Crosshairs, baby, because, listen, it's been hot. The Ronnie and Knish hour, I haven't given out a hockey loser since, 2019.
Bro,
so I know we've done a great run here. It's like 8-1, 9-1 or something last 10.
We're undefeated. The Ice Brothers are undefeated.
Has there even been a hockey loser? I was just expecting one of us to win
there
there.
has not been, dude. Now we're just going to jinx
It
ourselves
just-
tonight, but there was not a
I
hockey
know. I'm
loser
sure
yet
we
on
go
the
too
show.
now that we've sauced ourselves for 2 minutes on the hockey.
Yeah,
But
don't take these
give me
picks
what
today, guys. We just jinxed it.
yeah, cut the tape off here, depending on how the results go. But give me what you got. I got one I like on the ice tonight. Give me what you got in the
You
NHL.
got it, man. I got 2 tonight for you, Knish. I'm feeling that confident, man. So
Double
and
dip.
the one is I gotta parlay it, man, because I can't just do one. First of all, it's going to be a show without me taking a homer pick, right? But I love this
That's
spot for my
Ronnie P
fly
staple.
guys. That's right, it is, man. First of all, the Sabres are the worst team in hockey. They're garbage, man. Second of all, Carter Hart owns these boys. They played them last month, and we won both games 3-0. They couldn't even score on us, right? Now, the Flyers are coming off back-to-back losses. They had a long road trip. They're at home on Sunday. They lost to the Capitals 3-1. Now, that's expected, man. After a long road trip, your first game home, you usually take a loss, take an L. That's fine. Well, guess what? We're ready to go. And what's the best recipe for a back-to-back loss? Have a team like Buffalo come in. So, yeah, I think the Flyers are going to roll tonight, man. I don't see it. They're going to roll tonight. But what I love, the Tampa Bay Lightning against your Detroit team, man. Detroit is just trash, man. Detroit can't score, first of all. They can't score. And here's the best thing, right? Tampa owns Detroit. 18 out of 19 times they won. They are 53-14 against teams of losing records. So I will take Tampa puck line. I'm on that, man. So I'm actually do a parlay. So I'm going with Flyers, and I'm going Tampa. Your team's garbage. Sorry. What you got for me, Knish? What you got?
Let's just say Hockey Town's falling on hard times, Ron.
That what it's called?
Not the old Stanley Cup days of last couple of years. It's really it's been a rough stretch here the last few years. So no, I don't blame you laying it on the Lightning there.
Nope.
I like Dallas Stars tonight, the heart of Texas. The price is a little short, so minus 140, so minus 145. Playing good hockey, got some good advanced stats there in the Stars. I think it's a competitive team, little undervalued here. I think the line was a bit short, so I'm going with my Dallas Stars tonight in Texas. And we're going to keep this NHL, keep the NHL, the ISIS. So they're having to run the Zamboni a few extra times. We're so hot on the show with the NHL. So we'll keep it rolling tonight, see if we can keep the streak alive. And to wrap it, you know what we're doing, Ron. You know where we're going. It's the best bets. It's the best bets. It's the moneymaker. The Lock City. What's the Ronnie P lock of the week? Give me what you got as far as best bets. I can go anywhere. NBA, NHL, NCAA.
Anywhere?
I don't care. Your spring training. What you got for me? I don't care where it's at. I just want you to put some money in my pocket.
I hate to brag and all, but I am undefeated in best bets since January. So just saying.
Since
like
January.
I told you guys, since the new year started, since I've been on in the
You're like,
Crosshairs,
wait, though,
every time
Wake
I'm on, the
Forest
best bets
about the inverse. They can't win, you can't lose.
I can't lose. What can I say, man? Now, like I told you guys, Utah Jazz, I don't care what the line is. They're going to crush the Houston Rockets, so I'm giving that. But for tonight's purposes, I got a 3. It wouldn't be a show without a Ronnie P parlay. We got a 3-team parlay at plus money now. I don't usually take favorites, but I love all these games, man. I'm taking Flyers money line. I'm taking Tampa money line. I'm taking Notre Dame money line, and that's at plus money at plus 132. Now, if you go to my favorite sports book, BetMGM, they have a parlay boost, so that plus 132 turns to plus 147. That's not bad, man. I love all just to win, guys, just to win. That's it, Knish. That's Ronnie P's parlay best bet. What you think, brother?
I'm thinking that's so much chalk I can barely see it in the screen. But hey, that's the Ronnie P. Listen, the parlay booster, baby, we'll take it here.
I'm going
to the. I'm going to the best coast, baby. The best coast and Gonzaga. Last night, had some Gonzaga. They took St. Mary's to the shed. Ended up winning by 24. And listen, it could have been 44. BYU tonight off a late night OT game versus Pepperdine. This opened up 12. It's up to 14. I laid up to 15. The Zags have basically taken their foot off the pedal in so many of these West Coast Conference games that you look at some of the Bounce they won by. It's almost though, even though they're the number one country, the numbers deflated because they put in the scrub so early in so many of these games. Just that they can't set some of these lines high enough. So I think they're on full throttle tonight for BYU, who's a terrible defensive team. They'll have to shoot the lights out just to stay within 20 of this number here. I don't like, especially off the late night OT game. They don't have the legs. Give me the Zags tonight, the best bet in an absolute mop job here as they roll into the tourney as the undeniable favorite to take it all home this year. They get the West Coast crown tonight in a blowout, and then they roll into March Madness, and boy, they're going to be tough to beat. So give me the Zags tonight. I'm laying it. There's the best bets. Ronnie, baby. Always a pleasure, my man. Always. That's how we do it. A little
That's
bit of we hit you with the NBA. We hit you with the NCAA tourney. We hit you with a little bit of hockey. And, of course, the best bets. We'll be back Thursday with the triumphant return of the tan and probably slightly hungover Ali Melendez after her Caribbean trip for your boy Jory Knish, my man Ronnie P, the Philadelphia Godfather. It was in the Crosshairs, presented by Line Sniper, your definitive resource for all things sports betting. We will see you Thursday with Ali Melendez as we get back to the official In the Crosshairs show. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you later this week.